Hello everyone, today we have a new addition to our TV collection. Finally finished another series with Season 1 of SeaQuest DSV. I've had Season 2 for a long time, randomly found that at a thrift store, I believe, years ago. And finally added Season 1. And I like to pretend the third season does not exist. No interest in ever seeing that travesty ever again. If you were a fan of the show, you know what I mean. And already, even in Season 2, the show changed very much. If you had never seen SeaQuest, this was, for a very brief period in time, kind of a big deal as it was coming out with Season 1 in the 90s. It was a series in its styling, I would say akin to TNG. It was kind of trying to be TNG Under the Sea, but a bit of a different vibe with that setting being set in a future Earth with the SeaQuest being a seafaring vessel rather than a spaceship exploring space. So it was really interesting, something a little different. And I liked that it was a series that leaned heavily on the science, on the oceanography, as well as the more science fiction type storytelling in its first season that gave it a nice blend and seemed to be something a little more fascinating, and it was more captivating in the dramatic elements because there was that bit that was based on tangible science to kind of add to it. And having someone like Ted Raimi as a series regular, that was really cool. So I was really happy to add that. And the first season, we have this DVD box set with the whole thing here, I thought was a blast. I really enjoyed it when it first came out and thought it was a very strong first season. Sadly, things changed a little bit with Season 2 then, where the writing was very much dumbed down, and that why I mentioned that element of a little bit of leaning towards some realistic science to aid the storytelling, and some of the more fantastical elements, here it puts that totally by the wayside by Season 2 and digs fully into the more fantastical elements, and it feels more, almost more child-friendly. And again, the writing is far less sophisticated and mature. Not saying Season 1 was anything extraordinary, but in comparison, this feels like a much more mature and grounded show, and just higher quality overall. In Season 2, a lot of the elements feel more like fantasy, feel a little more like magic, and even these science fiction elements leaning more towards aliens and things. It doesn't have quite the same feel as Season 1, so I'm really happy to grab Season 1 and rewatch that, because I've not seen more than one or two random episodes of Season 1 since it originally aired. I watched the whole thing as it was originally airing on TV, and just caught a few on, I don't even know what streaming service, who knows, years ago, SeaQuest, whatever it was on, and then watched my Season 2 set, so I'm happy to finally grab Season 1 and revisit that show. And yeah, happy to have another TV series completed on DVD.